What's going on, everybody? So I'm making this to talk about something that I've honestly wanted to avoid talking about, and that's because it's a very emotional thing for me, and it's emotional to me as an American, but I have to talk about it because I feel it's important at this point. I'm sure we all know about what's been going on in Charlottesville, Boston, and all around our country, where there's been fighting between the right and fighting between the left. And honestly, it's getting to the point where I think our country is on the path to another civil war. Except instead of a civil war over freedom like we had last time, because that's what our last civil war was for. This civil war is about political correctness, and this civil war is about a person's right to free speech. We have been having groups of people destroying and vandalizing historic national monuments because history itself, something that you cannot change, something that you cannot get rid of, offended them. I don't care. Now, before I get to really talking, I just want to say this. I don't care if you're the Ku Klux Klan. I don't care if you're the Black Panthers. I don't care if you're Black Lives Matter. I don't care if you're the Nazis. I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's Antifa or if you're pro-fascist. You're in America. You have rights. Let me take a seat real quick. You have the right to free speech. Free speech is not always pretty. But that same right that you have, other people have. When you are tearing down monuments, when you are committing vandalism, that's destruction of property. That is a crime. I do not support that. When you have people who are out here, you can have people walking around saying Black Power all you want. I don't agree with that, but guess what? I agree with your right to say it, and I support your right to say it, and I will always defend your right to say it, even though I don't agree with it. If there's somebody who's out saying white power, I don't agree with somebody saying white power. That would be completely asinine. But you know what? If I saw that person saying white power, and somebody who was black came up and started trying to fight with that person, just like if somebody white came up and tried to fight with that black person saying black power, I would defend that person's right to say white power, because this is America, and we do have those rights. And rights don't pick and choose. You can be white, you can be black. I'm mixed. I can be whatever other race I am. At the end of the day, before anything else, I'm American. Now, the reason that I think we're going to a civil war, and the thing I'm seeing from both sides, it's like the right wants to try to defend our nation's heritage, our history of fighting for freedom, our history of defending our country. The left wants to destroy it. The left wants to get rid of and suppress anything that offends them, because they are so about political correctness now. Ever since Obama's presidency, this kind of thing has been brooding. And no, racism is not the main thing. Racism is the scapegoat, I think. I think, honestly, it's just a matter of people don't like being offended, and that people are getting offended, and they've lost track of their rights, and they've lost track that other people have that right. But it doesn't matter who you are. You do have the right to peacefully assemble. You do have the right to protest. And if these far-right groups wish to go and protest because of monuments and statues being taken down and because of Confederate flags being taken down, well, guess what? That's their right. Just like if Black Lives Matter wants to go out and protest because somebody got shot by the police before they even get all the information, despite the fact that I don't agree with what they're doing, despite the fact that I don't agree with their protest itself, and I don't agree with the reason for it, they have that right. And when you have counter-protesters coming up, I can say this. I was at the March for Trump in Minnesota. When I was there, we were a peaceful rally until the leftist movements came as a counter-protest organization and started attacking Trump supporters. And they were spraying pepper spray, they were using tasers, and they were assaulting people. There was smoke bombs used, and this was all done by the left. And this was done by the counter-protesters who were attempting to suppress our right to free speech. That's where I have a problem with. I have no problem with a person using free speech. I have a problem with you when you're using your free speech to try and suppress somebody else's free speech. And with that being said, I ask that everybody likes, comments, subscribes, and please definitely share this. Get this out, because I want my free speech to go out, and I want other people to see this. I really want other people to hear this speech. Peace.